I'm Teanna Woods, and I'm a professional photographer. I am from San Diego, California. I live in Sunset Park in Brooklyn. I love it. I think that I've always been drawn to Brooklyn naturally, even though that might sound really crazy. I just always knew I wanted to be in New York, and I always knew I wanted to live there. I felt, especially my first time coming to the Flatbush area, I just felt like this was kind of home for me in a sense. I think that Caribbean people are extremely lovable. I feel like the passion that they have in everything they do kind of just exudes. So that's really pretty much like it was exciting for me, and I think it's such a night and day from San Diego, from California and everything. So when you kind of try to put those two next to each other, there's just, you know, no equation. But I think that here in New York City, it's really prevalent and very strong. I had no idea that there was such a heavy Caribbean base here, and how many art and cultural things went on throughout the year. So that was really exciting for me as well. So it was like I was being thrown into it, but educated and kind of developing my own understanding of it. Well, I first learned about caribBEING through Sonia, which was a friend of Pat Warwood, who I lived with and stayed with when I first moved to New York. And it's kind of funny because I had never really been around a lot of Caribbean people, and I kind of got just pushed in and immersed into the culture, which was really exciting for me. And Sonia knew that the film festival was just starting, and I was really excited to just go and check it out. There were a ton of films, and there was just a whole panel of people talking about what was going on, specifically in Haiti, which really interests me a lot. Naturally, of course, I brought my camera along, so I took a ton of images. So it was really great. There were so many diverse people there as well, which I thought was really exciting. And I was just really intrigued by so many different films. I mean, I really had no idea that any of this was going on in the Caribbean. Of course, I knew there was art and culture and all of those things, but I never knew there was so much raw, amazing talent. So I think it was really great for me just to see all of that, and being introduced to it through here was really great too. I actually was able to showcase my work, which was really exciting, and I was in 2 of the art exhibits there, at the Mokata and also in Harlem, so that was really great. And the portraits that I did, it was so funny because it was kind of like happen circumstance, because I don't primarily shoot Caribbean art, but it just so happened that the family I was living with were all Caribbean women, and the portraits that I took, they ended up just being a gift, but they were so beautiful that I really wanted to put them out there to the public. So when I showed them, we were able to intertwine that, and then it was showcased and had a great response. So I think definitely caribBEING is such a huge platform for artists, for the community. I think that it kind of gives a huge outlet for so many different spectrums, which is great. And I've never seen or heard of anything else that kind of just invites everyone to come, and it's an experience. Every time you go to an event, every time you go to an art show, it's a whole experience that, you know, you're going through, which I think is really exciting. So I think it's very key and important, especially for young artists that are developing. I've seen people who are college students that are just helping out and so passionate about what's going on. You don't really see that all the time, so I think that's like really exciting too. And I think for the world, it's definitely just broadening the spectrum and putting not only Caribbean artists on a higher pedestal and platform. I think it's just outreaching to everyone so they can really understand the culture and what goes on. So it's of great value and importance.